All right, today we're going to tackle what is, no joke, the single most important decision you'll make as an entrepreneur. It's a choice that can shape your company's entire future before you even make your first dollar. So let's dive right in. So, you've got this amazing idea, right? The one you know is going to be a hit. You're passionate, you've got a plan, but hold on. Before you start dreaming about logos or building a website, there's this one fundamental question you have to answer. And it has nothing to do with marketing. It's about the very ground you're building on. And this is where we hit what I like to call the founder's crossroads. Because choosing your business structure, well, it's not just about filling out some boring paperwork. Nope, this one choice has a huge domino effect on absolutely everything that comes next. And believe me, this decision touches everything. We're talking about how the government taxes you, how safe your personal savings are, who actually gets to call the shots, and even whether you can expand or get investors down the road. It is literally the blueprint for your business. Okay, so where do you even begin with all this? Let's make it real. Imagine you're opening a cool little coffee shop in your neighborhood. The fastest, most direct way to get those doors open is usually the simplest structure of them all. And that structure is a sole proprietorship. Now pay attention to that last part. Legally the same. That is so important. What it means is that in the eyes of the law, there's no difference between you and your coffee shop. The business's money is your money, and the business's debts, well, we're about to get into that. You can totally see the appeal, right? It's super easy to get started. You often don't have to file any special paperwork. And hey, you're the boss, 100% control. But, and this is a huge but, that simplicity comes with a very scary price tag. A major con that you have to understand. Unlimited personal liability. Okay, this slide right here, this is the whole ballgame. With a sole proprietorship, there's no wall, no separation between your business life and your personal life. If the business gets into debt, they can come after your house, your car, everything. But with an LLC or a corporation, you get this legal shield. The business is its own person, and your personal stuff is safe. Let me just say that again so it really sinks in. As a sole proprietor, if your business goes under or gets sued, everything you own personally is at risk. It's a pretty sobering thought, and it's why so many founders eventually decide to change things up. Okay, but what happens when you succeed? Because that's the goal, right? Your coffee shop is a hit. You're hiring people, ordering more supplies, and all of a sudden that personal risk we just talked about starts to feel a whole lot bigger and a lot more real. And this is a super common path for entrepreneurs. You start simple just to get the idea off the ground, but as you grow, that need for protection becomes way more important. And that's exactly why our coffee shop owner decides, okay, it's time to become an LLC. It's time to build that shield. But hey, what if you've got a co-founder, a partner in crime? Then you're probably looking at a partnership. It's also simple to set up, but now you're sharing everything, the profits, the control, and yep, you're also sharing all the liabilities. That means you could be on the hook for a bad decision your partner makes. Now, if you've got your eyes on the big prize, maybe you're thinking about investors down the road, really scaling up, then you need to know about the corporation. This makes your business a completely separate legal person. It can have its own property, its own bank accounts, and it gives you that powerful liability protection that serious investors want to see. And that finally brings us to the superstar of the group for many small businesses, the LLC, or Limited Liability Company. It's so popular because it's a brilliant hybrid. You get that critical liability shield like a corporation, but you get to run it with the simpler, more flexible rules of a partnership. For a lot of people, it's really the best of both worlds. Okay, that was a lot, I know. So how in the world do you choose? Let's make it easy. Let's put them all side by side and see how they really stack up. Think of this table as your ultimate cheat sheet. Just look at that first row, liability. See that? It's the biggest difference. Sole proprietorship and partnership, you're exposed. Corporation and LLC, you're protected. Then look down at complexity. A corporation is powerful, sure, but it's a beast to manage. The LLC, though, it's that perfect middle ground. It's all about trading off what you need most. Simplicity, protection, flexibility, it's all right here. You know, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this simple idea. This isn't just a box you check on a form. Getting this right from the beginning, or knowing when it's time to change, is what sets you up for success and keeps you out of trouble later on. So I'm going to leave you with this one last question to really think about. The business you start today probably isn't the business you'll have in 5 years. So the real question isn't just what's right for me now. It's, is the choice I make today setting me up for the amazing growth I'm planning for tomorrow?